Welcome to this tutorial on how to program the user button on the remote control of your Epson BrightLink interactive projector. The user button is designed to be programmable and allow quick access to some of the features you may use the most. A partial list of these functions include auto calibration, which can be used for quickly recalibrating the digital pens, or closed captioning, where you can enable or disable the captioning mode, or projector information, where you can see information such as the firmware version of the projector or the hours of projector usage. If you are the primary user of the projector as opposed to an installer or service organization, I would recommend setting the user button to calibration or closed captioning. So starting with the remote control, make sure that your projector is powered on and ready for use. Now take the remote control and press the menu button. This will open the main settings menu on the projector. Using the arrow keys on your remote, scroll down to the management settings option. Once highlighted, press enter to open the settings. Here you'll see a list of functions that the user button can be programmed to perform, such as light source mode, auto calibration, closed captioning, and more. In this case, I will select auto calibration, then select and press return to go back to the menu. Here you can see that auto calibration is now assigned to the user button of the remote. Press escape twice on the remote to exit the menu. To make sure it's working, press the user button on the remote. As you can see, the auto calibration screen appears instantly, just as we programmed it. If you ever want to change the function assigned to the user button, simply repeat the process and select a different option from the menu. And there you have it. You successfully programmed the user button on the remote control for your Epson BrightLink projector. I hope that you found this video useful, and thanks for watching. For more helpful tips and tutorials, be sure to visit the Epson support website or the Epson channel on YouTube. Until then, see you next time.